Yo, what's going down, everybody? Brother Stefani's here. Fantastic. I'm back with another video. And so before I get into the Space Wolves and Orcs content, I just noticed on the landing page of Games Workshop, this Seraphon force is being displayed. And I just want to quickly point out that they look freaking awesome. The paint jobs are also awesome too. I love the feathers around the side. So fantastic. So I'm just going to scroll down a bit. I know there's a bit going on, everybody, but the thing I want to cover today is the Psychic Awakening Saga of the Beast, the fight for the Millennium. Now, I believe that this is going to be a box set. I'm pretty sure that this is what's going on. I do have my opinions on it. So it's basically Space Wolves versus Orcs. All right, there's a trailer too. We finally got a new model for Ragnar Blackmane. Okay, finally, after all these years. Now, he is Primaris. I'm cool with that. You know, I understand 40k is all Primaris. I got 30k for my little mini Marines or whatever you call them, so that's fine with me. But I do have some opinions on this. And look, overall, I think it's a very positive release. But, like, I do have a few comments, okay? So, you know, yes, that does look like one of those Nerf guns. But anyway, for the most part, look, it's all positive, but we'll just go through it. There are a few things I'm a little bit sus about. I'm kind of like, what's going on? So let's go ahead and basically see what we can unpack from this article. So after their first fight ended in a draw, two legendary fighters returned for a rematch. So grab some popcorn and settle down for a battle the likes of which we've never seen before. Now, there is a video here. It starts off with a guy kind of like pretending he's a wrestling commentator. I'm not even going to go there because it makes me want Duncan to come back. That's saying something. But not that I have an issue with Duncan, but like, yeah, anyway. So, all good. So Ragnar Blackmane. So Ragnar went hard in his first fight against a Gazgul, willing to sacrifice his life to put an end to an alien menace. He fought with skill and bravery, but ended up with an arm sheared off, a broken neck, and several fist-sized rents in his armor. So he got pretty messed up, everybody. And what I like about it is they've actually gone through and they've actually explained why he sort of crossed the Rubicon, you know, Primaris. And, you know, I think that's a pretty good reason. He kind of got really messed up, so he had to go through, you know, get the gene therapy, sort of upgrade. Maybe he got some transplants, stuff like that. And that's really good. So when the warriors of his great company found his body, it seemed like the young king's saga was over. There was only one option to save his life, attempting to cross the Rubicon Primaris. Ragnar's spirit was strong and it was not yet ready to travel to the halls of the Emperor. So somehow the Wolf Lord claws his way back to life. So that's okay. Honestly, it's kind of lazy writing, but I would rather them not explain it than explain it chatty. Okay, like, you know, like the Gilliman excuse. Okay. You know, it's like, oh, all of a sudden, you know, a Lord of the Rings party popped up. They entered the room and everyone stopped fighting and Gilliman was there and everyone stopped fighting and looked at each other, looked at Gilliman and then looked back again. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but it just doesn't make sense to me from a canological point of view. You know, I don't care who rocks up. If you've got a berserker with double chain axes coming at you in the face and Terminators going on, number one, they're not going to stop fighting. Number two, you're not going to stop fighting. You might look, but like, you're not going to stop fighting. Anyway, moving on, I digress. So here we go. Now, what I really like about this is fantastic. He's kept the same sword. So the Frostborn sword, chain sword, is almost identical to the old model. Now, I think way improved in all areas on the old model, even the base, which I have some issues with, but still, whatever. It is a base. I will literally just get putty and like go around that, put it around the base there, cover all that up. See, my main gripe with the base is basically that it doesn't feel right for that character. So as a Space Wolf, you know, he's kind of needs to be sort of stonic. and he needs, or stoic, and he needs to be basically like, you know, in a position of strength. Right here, he's kind of like, you know, he's kind of perched up like a black raven. You know what I mean? Sorry, not black raven, Raven Guard. Okay, I got the flu, guys. I'm very sorry. No, it's not coronavirus. So basically, yeah. So like a Raven Guard. This is a kind of pose that you would see on a Raven Guard model. Okay, I wouldn't expect to see this kind of perching on a Space Wolf model. Now, does this worry me? Absolutely not. Would I have any issues getting this model? Absolutely not. I don't know if I'm going to rush out to the store and buy him. That's only because, like, I've got another 3,000 points of Space Wolf that need to be done sitting there, and I still got to finish up heaps of other projects. But if I was a Space Wolf player predominantly, I do have an army, but I would be very, very happy with this release. He's got his wrestling belt, which is awesome. You know, staple of a Space Wolf miniature. And everything else checks out pretty well. Like, you know, his armor matches that of the Primaris, but he's got his top knot. You know, he's got his pelt, which is fantastic. GW doesn't care about PETA, so all good. Then you've basically got the wolf's heads there. Oh, what happened? That's Autodesk. Sorry about that. So the wolf's heads there. Medallion is sort of like a ruin. And so it definitely fits his character. And it looks like there are ornaments on him. There are decorations on him. But it's not overdone. Right? And this is one of the things. Like, it's a really example of a good model where there's a lot of character in it, but it's not overdone. And he's got his hand, which is sort of like clawing with. I don't know about that. You know, it kind of was like a Catwoman thing going on. Not the worst either, and you can even just cut it off and replace it with a finger pointing or something. So, you know, it's definitely not a deal breaker in my eyes. Look, all across the board, I think it's a great model. Look, the pricing, I'm not sure of the pricing just yet. I'm imagining it's going to be the usual, you know, sell a kidney price for characters. It's probably going to be about $70 Australian dollars or something like that. So the last couple of characters, which it is what it is, everybody. I've started playing 30k more because I'm just finding that, you know, like I just, you know, yeah, I'm done, you know, offloading my wallet every week for these guys. So, but with that said, if you're into him, grab it. I think he's a pretty cool character within his own right as well. But yeah, very solid. Also on the back as well, so I'm just going to scroll down a bit here to show you the back. We can see he's got those wolf sort of the wolf insignia on his shoulder pad. Now I believe that is embroidered on there, so it is embroidered on there, which is fantastic there as well. So yeah, pretty awesome. Now the only thing which I was going to say before, as long as Games Workshop remember to include his stats and his rules in the freaking codex this time, because this is like the third time. We're up to about the third time I think that they've botched it now. And considering last codex, they basically, you know, forgot about the whole sagas page, you know, a whole warlord trait or rights of war listing and core mechanics for the Space Wolves. I think Games Workshop really need to pick up their act on that one. But it's some absolutely fantastic detail here. And look, it's just about time. The old Ragnar Blackmane model was literally just, it was just getting too old. It was too flat. It just looked absolute crap. It was like from like the 80s or something, you know? So, all good. So, all good. Fantastic. Moving on to Gazgul. Okay. So, Gazgul, you know, I think he's looking awesome. He's very large compared to everybody else. So if you look here, you can see like the picture what I'm assuming is the battle box that is going to be released. Now, I have some orcs. Orcs are one of the armies, one of the few armies I don't have a whole army of. I had the older model of Gazgul, but I gave him away to a friend. So I'll probably get this box set, and I'm hoping it's going to be priced very reasonably. You know, around about the 230 mark is fine with me, and I'm gonna buy it. That's not a problem. But as you can see here, he's quite large, which is absolutely fine because large models are cool, and he should be big, you know. So just to get some perspective there. Now, moving up. We've basically he's got his little sort of Nerf gun here, shooter, which I think is awesome. Now, it's a bit over the top. He's got the, he's got the bullets coming out of it. But you know what? Orcs are over the top. Okay, so that's basically it. And I think they've really captured this in the sculpt. So then you basically got his claw, all right? It's really big, really awesome. Ornamentation, things like that. I just can't fault this model. I think, look, what if I was an orc player, maybe I could fault something from it, but I think it's fantastic. This model gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Ragnar gets about 8. Basically because of his... The base, I mean, it's not a big deal, but, it is still a thing, and his claw. But other than that, I'd say he gets an 8 overall. His pose is a bit... Other than that, he looks awesome. Now, I know I did quote the price before. This is in a packet. But I believe, look, I don't think Games Workshop will keep this at a single... as a box set only release for too long. I think that once it goes out of the box set phase, Games Workshop is going to go through and they're going to sell the characters individually anyway, just like we've kind of seen with Shadow Spear and stuff like that. So just to recap there. All right, fantastic. So yeah, it's really cool, really awesome. Now, just before we wrap up the video, I just want to go through probably what my only pet peeve so far is with this, and it's a peeve. It's not a big deal, but I just like to talk about it. One of the reasons I'm playing 30k more, not only because I'm finding the players to be a lot more mature, but also because I'm finding that 40k is going into more of a really animated sort of style. Now, it always has been, that's fine, okay, but it just seems to be heading more that way. Like, the sculptors are sort of like, you've just got to look at that orc there, and that's fine. Like, I think it looks great, but I do like my realism too. It's just, we also saw it with the Raven Guard, insignia. So, kidsy looking insignia. Like the Raven Guard, we had like this little, kidsy looking eagle, really soft and wasn't sharp, and I know a lot of people around the net were making comments about it, saying, oh, they didn't like it, and I was one of them. But look here, like, look at this little paw. This cute little paw on the side of his shoulder pad. And then this thing, I don't even know what that is. Is that like is that meant to be a wolf's head or something? Or a wolf's arm or something? I don't know. So, like, maybe it's a squad insignia. Someone might want to sort of, like, elaborate with me on that. I think it looks a little bit soft, to be honest, for Space Marine. I would have liked it to be a little sharper, with claws and stuff coming out. Aside from that, I think it looks great. It's a nitpick. Just don't put it on. Just paint over it. It's not even a thing, guys. It's not even a thing. And then the rest of it, I can't fault it. I think everything else looks really awesome. So, I'm going to grab this box set. Between this and my other Space Wolf box set, I've got plenty of Primaris. I've also got the old models too. I really like the Space Wolves as an army in 30k and 40k. I like the way they play. I don't know if they're the most efficient army competitively, but I still like the way they play. And the other thing is too, we better be getting chainsword options for these Recon Marines. Because I'm not seeing them there, and I think it's really, really, really important that we get close combat support for Space Wolves Primaris. I know that we still need to have tacticals, but it's Space Wolves, everybody. So we got to have a look at that. All right, everybody, stay tuned for the next video. I'm Brother Stevanius, and I'll catch you in the next one. You all have a great day.